Hello Aries, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect, and this is your reading for June 2021, or for whenever you come across it. We have got the archetype spread, which represents the self, the past, the underworld, the subconscious, your guidance, or your blessing. It's not a blessing. I am struggling every time I do this reading and I look at the guidance. To me, what it's telling me is what the truth of the situation is, rather than actual guidance. That's how these readings, this layout is actually working for me. And then you have got your likely future. Okay, now before I get into the clarification, I've obviously done a wee bit. That's only because I was I thought I was recording and I wasn't. But anyway, so I'm going to start off with your past. Okay, I haven't clarified that. I don't really have to. It almost feels that there's something really quite special, really. It might even be like a memory you're holding on to here. The gem and the medallion is, it speaks about something that's really unique. There was something really special. Now, there is something in this reading to do with an actual piece of jewellery, like an heirloom or a medallion, a talisman, some gemstone. That I don't know if you've got like a passed on loved one here who's trying to get messages through to you, because I've got the ring, the medallion and the gem, and that's too much of a coincidence for me to not draw a conclusion that there is some sort of tangible item here that someone who's passed on would very much like you to be aware of, or they're trying to draw your attention to. It might simply relate to, you know, a literal engagement ring or a wedding ring. You know, maybe there's someone married, you didn't know they were married, or they're getting engaged, or something. There's something to do with that, but there is definitely something here to do with jewellery, okay? That's for somebody. So in the past, we do have something. I mean, the gem doesn't need to be a tangible item. It can be like a talent, like someone who has a talent and they're, you know, reaching to sort of get their message out there, or to, you know, launch a business. It just feels like something really tangible. It might be involved in like the, you know, the metaphysical, or, you know, crystals. I don't know. I am specifically. I can't see past, like, there's some sort of piece of jewellery here that's really in some way significant, and it's something really important to someone. Okay. Now, where you are or who you are is the crone with the ring. Now, the crone is obviously, you know, my clairvoyant. She's my psychic, she's the sage, she's the old woman. She's part of the trifecta, the final part of the maiden, mother and crone. And I really do feel, did I put them away, that there's messages trying to get through to you here. And it may well be that you're kind of moving up to the next level, okay? Because I've got Angel de las Mortes, which is a transition to the spirit realm, and the serpentine path of power. And both of these cards, well, the Angel de las Mortes is always about messages coming through from the spirit realm. Oh, I took some notes. No, I didn't. No. I'm all over the shop tonight. Not used to the sun, you see. It's gone to my head. Let's have a wee look at this one. I bring you a message from a loved one whose spirit seems to have already departed. And I am getting an Empress in reverse here and a Queen of Swords in reverse. I think either you're the feminine energy, more than likely, and this message is coming from a feminine energy. And the message with Alethea up here about the truth, the clarity, is coming through about a King of Wands. Okay, so there's something in that. I think that there's an attempt here, if you've not already received it, for guidance, for direction regarding someone. All right, you may soon be about to meet a beloved in a new form, and I ask you to stay open-minded about the form in which the souls can come. And I ask you to be open to the messages from the loved ancestors, but they have something to tell you, and it will come to you soon in a vision or a dream or a message during a daydream that will bring such sweet, tangible proof of what some call life after death. In a reading, she signifies that you must not delay activating this lifetime's purpose. Her message is not only from those who have passed, but of the truth that you can activate your new life while you're still alive. It is no longer necessary to pass to recreate the life contract and purpose you have. And then you've got the Serpentine Path of Power, and that also speaks about wisdom. The Oracle of Delphi is literally who she's talking about. This is about, you know, you're about to receive knowledge, ancient knowledge, maybe knowledge of healing. It's just knowledge. She can speak about a Kundalini awakening as well, because she represents the spine and that energy coming up from the base of your spine to your crown. That may be something you're experiencing. It may be something you're about to experience. It's also saying that you can communicate with the dead. And that I don't know if that's something you're comfortable with. I am getting a feeling of avoidance here, or something that, you know, you maybe feel quite uncomfortable. And it might well be that you don't trust the messages that come through, or you don't believe them, because I do think they are going to show you some truth here about an individual, the King of Wands in reverse, my King of Sleaze, I'm not going to lie, before I even clarified him. Because I used my Witch's Oracle deck, which I haven't used in ages, because it does have a view. You've got the shaman here as well. There's a real kind of, you know, supernatural, psychic, clairvoyant, witchy feeling about the whole reading. So I went to my Witch's Oracle, and I've got my King of Wands. He is my King of Sleaze. I mean, he literally looks like he's fondling himself. And I don't know if somebody wants to hear this, or somebody wants to see it. But you are the crone. You have an ability, or that might be someone that you're seeking out, because you may be the Empress in reverse here, the mother, a feminine, who's literally having nightmares about lies, deception, not being able to see the truth. I'm feeling a bit of a drama queen here. Whatever this lie is, and there is some sort of lie, and it's about a ring. Now, the ring can be, it's about connectedness and cycles, you know. But it can also be about, like, an engagement. And I do have in your outcome a ring here, so I'm drawn to the fact that it might be that. It's a commitment, it's an engagement. It's a contract of some sort. There is, someone's had a vision here with the crone about some sort of commitment or connection, and it might literally be giving them nightmares. Now, I do have an Empress in reverse, and then I've got a Queen of Swords in reverse. These can be two different peoples here. Peoples? The Queen of Swords in reverse is a sweetheart. Something quite shocking in terms of news, either about her or from her. Because I'd already done this reading, she came through as a nun and a damsel in reverse. She's someone who is celibate, single, someone's sweetheart, and she's not waiting on anybody. This Empress, however, appears to be, and I don't know if the Empress is you or not, but you're definitely the crone in this reading, Aries, which speaks to me that you have some insight, you know, as to what the score is here, but you just might not like it, quite frankly. Now, at the base of the deck, not the base, the subconscious, the underworld, that which needs to come through. I'm not sure if this is the same King of Wands that you're going to get some truth about, and I think it might well be. This is the shaman. So I've got the shaman and the crone. This can be like the student and the teacher, or this may be something that you need to consider looking into. It says medicine woman is what the shaman is. And you're going to receive knowledge about medicine, which can just be about healing. So there might be some, like, you know, a spiritual retreat that you're thinking of going on. Maybe that's something you need to take action towards. This has come through as a Knight of Wands. This is a man. This is either a very, a much older man, a very patient, wise man, certainly getting that, but it might also be a very sensual or sexual man, and I'm a little bit concerned it might be the King of Wands up here, but this might be somebody new, and it might be someone that's not come into your existence just yet. Because with the Antelope Spirit in reverse and the Canary Spirit in reverse, this is someone that you're not currently communicating with. There's no action going on with this person. Everything's ground to a halt. If this is someone that you've had a connection with previously, there's nothing doing here. There's nothing doing here. There is possibly a telepathic spiritual connection between you, but there's no action. There's a lot of passion with the Knight of Wands. But he's not a stayer. But it could well be with this these spirit animals that this is just something that's not come into your existence yet. And so it could be a younger man that's, you know, about to be unearthed. It might be a bit of a student. It might have some learning to do. You might be a lot older than this person. The Crone and the Knight of Wands. Crikey. It might be a good age difference here, but that is in the subconscious. But this is it's not the crux of the matter, because actually the King of Wands is the biggest bloody issue up here. But the Empress is in reverse and the Queen of Swords is in reverse, so we've got two issues here. So what we want to look at, and what I've already looked at, is the Empress in reverse, the feminine, the mother. She can be an abandoning mother, she can be a helicopter mother, she can be someone with hormonal issues, fertility issues, she's uncaring, she's a drama queen with the Nine of Swords, she can be a liar. But you know, I really did get initially, and I've got to say that this felt like someone's mother on the other side. And there might be some sort of lack of clarity, maybe even in terms of how this woman passed. Or this could be somebody's ex-wife with the ring here. And there's been, you know, some lies about it. It's maybe someone who's, you know, got a wife that you didn't know about. But let me tell you about the Empress. She is an avenger and a seeker, seeking vengeance. So, you know, if she's even on the other side, she's literally haunting somebody. But if she's, you know, very much in the 3D, this is someone who's got some real beef. Real beef. Now, I don't know specifically who it's with. Let's just have a wee clarification. Show me the avenging Empress. Oh, card down. Oh, Jesus. Ten of Swords and the Moon. There is some sort of confusion about maybe, again, how maybe someone's passed here. Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords comes to a 10. Now I've got a 10. It does speak about an ending, but she's in reverse. So this, I do keep getting this someone who's passed. And there might be something hidden about that. Deliberately hidden about that. Show me the seeker for the Empress, please. What is the seeker for the Empress? You know, somebody, I don't know. I mean, if this woman's been, you know, hurt or has passed, someone might be seeking some sort of retribution or holding someone to blame for that. Seeker. The Page of Cups is seeking. So that could be a child. Death. Oh, this deck's so tiny. The seeker for the Empress, one more. I keep hearing got a soul, but I'm not a soldier. I don't know why. Four of Wands. So it speaks about marriage. Now I've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we've already got the Queen of Swords over in reverse here, and she's the sweetheart. I don't know if they're the same energy. I don't think so. I really don't think so. So there might be like a wife here, and a sweetheart, another lover. Because the King of Wands, if this is who this is about, in the Knight of Wands, it's going to have more than one lover. there is a desire to seek some sort of retribution here, or balance the scales, because there's something hidden about either an ending or, I'm going to say, a death. The Ten of Swords and the Death card. The only thing I'm missing is the Sun reverse, which actually speaks to me about an actual death. This is not something that's going to happen. It's not a prediction. We're right here already. The Empress is already in reverse. This is something has gone very terribly wrong here with a feminine, and someone is seeking retribution and answers, and they want to find out what has gone on. Why something is ended, or maybe even how someone passed. And it may be the child of the mother, or it may be the partner. But with the Crone here, Aries, if you haven't already had these sort of you know, visions, dreams, messages, it is saying with these, you know, messages from beyond and the serpentine power, that you're able to receive those if you're prepared to receive them. But I do get a kind of vibe that someone don't want to see that, because it's very, I think it might be very unpleasant. So let's just have a look at the Queen of Wands. Let me use the same read out. Queen of Swords, sorry, because that's her in reverse twice. Queen of Swords in reverse. She came up as a nun. She's someone who's single, someone who's celibate. She's someone's sweetheart. And either with the Page of Wands here, she's surprised someone, or she's getting kind of shocking news. Show me the Page of Wands that's directed towards the Queen of Swords. The Tower, shock, Devil. Six of Swords reversed. There she's at the base again. My God. I need to know what the Devil is first, and then the Tower. So this is huge. Literally, absolutely fucking mind blowing. Whatever this is coming through. Now it's either coming through about this Empress, or the Queen of Swords is the Empress, or there's something coming through about what's happened to this Empress. Of what this Empress has done. What's interesting is that specifically in my Mythic Tarot, my original deck from decades ago, it's how I learned tarot. What's hidden in the Tower is literally the Devil. It's a really dirty, filthy secret. And I think it's King Minos who builds the Tower to hide this secret. And the secret is about his wife. His wife who basically had a spell put on her. She was a bit of a bad egg, I think. He put a spell on her to make her fall in love with a bull. She ended up having sex with a bull, and then produced a child. It was a Minotaur, I think. And I forget his name. They locked up their dirty, filthy secret in the Tower. And it's the Tower that comes crashing down here. So there's some filthy secret here with the Devil. There's something that's, you know, the Devil is a lie. The Devil card is always a lie. It's a temptation. Let me see. I've got a wee Devil deck here. Show me what the Devil. But the Ace in reverse, which is some sort of positivity. This can be It's affairs. If I've got a King of Wands in reverse, what do we expect? Someone is freeing themselves from whatever this connection is, from whatever this tie is. Not specifically. We've got a sloth as well. We've got a lazy shagger. King of Wands, I'm telling you. King of Sleaze, he literally can't keep his hands out of his pants, you know. Gone off on one there, aren't we? That's major. Six of Swords. Let me see. So someone, and Six of Swords in reverse, this is somebody going around in circles here. They're not, they're mentally still here. I don't know. I think there's a feeling here that someone might have waited. Six of Swords for this. This is the Page of Swords. This is the news. Right, so this news might be something that becomes public. It's the Garden. Speaks about society, community. It can be Twitter. It can be a lot of gossip, a lot of anxiety. Something about to come to the fore here. Now, the guidance, or, you know, the head of the matter is Aletheia. This is revelations. This is clarity and truth. It's in its upright. Disclosure. So, Six of Swords in reverse, so that's kind of like still been a bit stuck in the five. Show me the Tower for Aries. The Tower reverse for Aries. Just trying to avoid a disaster. News. This is this Page of Swords. He's like utterly stunned. This Page of Swords is like literally screaming. This is news that becomes public. This can be like, you know, someone's private communication, you know, gets online, gets divulged. This, you know, this is someone that might be, you know, messaging in groups, social media, obviously, any sort of group. Why is the Devil reversed here, apart from the affairs? This Queen of Swords, there's a decision here, but it also speaks about diversity, swinging both ways as well. I was going to say stars, guidance, hope, wishing, dreams, attraction. I think, I mean, the news is utterly shocking. There's no two ways about it, but I feel this Queen of Swords is already excluded. Well, she's on the sidelines, you know. The Empress is in the thick of it. The Empress is clarifying the Crone. That could be you, Aries, or it could be someone that you're connected with, or someone that you're connected with is connected with. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm getting that this Empress is connected with the King of Wands. Because she's a nun. And she's no damsel and she's not waiting. And yet she is someone's sweetheart. Or maybe she has been waiting. Maybe she's one of many and thinks she's not. When this information comes out, it's absolutely devastating. The stars can also be something that's spreading. This is choices and options that are spreading. I think she's just one of many, and that's what she might discover. I've got, yeah, this is not good at all. I haven't done an Aries reading for a while as well. Okay. So here we go. Aletheia. The truth, the whole truth, is we've got a sleazy King of Wands. Now, I swear, and because I already recorded this, I put some of the cards back because there was too many. I actually got him as someone who is, you know, voyeuristic. Yeah, anyway, he's a detective. Okay, this is someone who's falsifying information and he is voyeuristic. I got him, this is someone who's into cam girls and porn, you know, peeping Tom. he's a love, and he's got pleasure seekers. There's someone who just, you know, is, he drinks, he's out and about, he's just playing with people, and he's the fox spirit in reverse here. Someone who's too smart for their own good, sets traps, falls into traps. The colours are just perfect for him. The detective is interesting. I'm going to do a wee bit more on that. Either he's someone that's been looked into. That's not what I got. I actually got that he is someone who is a bit of a, it might even be a peeping Tom, I'm not going to lie. He's obsessed with sex, no two ways about it. Show me the King of Wands. And that's what made me wonder if this Knight of Wands might be him, because the lilies can sometimes speak of sex. I hope not. I hope that's someone new for you, but the King of Wands with love and pleasure seekers. What is the truth about the King of Wands? Right, we've got the Labyrinth for a starter. This is someone who gives you the runaround. This is like it's a riddle, you know. No one's on the same page. There's a lot of it's switching bait. It's what's that word? Catfishing. Yeah. So he is a lover. We've already got love. Oops, which is blocked, and the mice. So the heart card speaks of romance, desire, passion. This is blocked. It can be a blocked heart, and the mice is corruption, losses, theft, infection. What do I want? King of Wands with the Labyrinth. The Labyrinth can mean is that, do you know what I'm seeing? Because obviously it's connected with the heart here. There's just like, you know, people going hither and thither. This is someone who just plays with people, is honestly what I'm getting. Like they get some sort of kick out of it. I mean, they might not even leave their house to just, yeah, lovers. This feels like a real sleaze bag, I'm not going to lie. The heart for the King of Wands. Adjudication. Adjudication is about a decision, but it obviously can speak about legal matters. The Mountain for the King of Wands reversed. Family room, and the mice. The mice. Marriage. And the house. Well, the family room is obviously, it can speak about a literal room, and it would be like maybe like a lawyer's office, but it can also be, this is some sort of meeting room. The marriage can be marriage, but it can be any sort of connection or meeting. And it's got the mice in it, but it can also speak that someone's marriage behind closed doors. A decision has been made here, because there is some sort of it can just be anxiety and something gnawing away at you that something's not quite right. And again, come back to the Crone here in the ring, something's not quite right. But the mice is also, it's corruption and infection, and it's something that's spoiled. Marriage in the family room for Aries and this King of Wands reversed. Tree. This speaks about family. Now this can be about health. Just the health of the relationship, the health of the family. It's also a card about, okay, where'd it go? Lost it. I saw the book, which was like secret. Marriage and mice. Right, So that yeah, it was the book. I was trying to come out. There's some sort of secret here. So like, you know, someone's private life is secret. Someone's marriage or divorce is secret. Yeah, I'm really just getting, honestly, don't. The weird thing is, as much as it's got the labyrinth and people running hither and thither, this almost feels that somebody doesn't even, like, you know, go out a lot. They've got like a lot of stuff going on online with people. I had the stars and I had the garden. And they're just playing at love. They're like love bombing, like, you know, 30 people a day. See who they can catfish in. This might be affecting someone's health here. But the cross and something is draining. It's something that's sucking the life out of somebody. It's misfortune with the cross. It's a burden. It can be a bit of a health crisis. Just one more for that, for this King of Wands. King of Wands is sort of looking at his marriage, but I mean, it's a marriage that's in some way corrupted. As the feminine. And the moon. This can be a very intuitive feminine coming back to the Crone. This literally could be your husband, I don't know, but it's someone that you've probably been entertaining, that you might have been in complete denial about. I know I've got a few different stories going on here, stay with me. But this is also a woman that is got, you know, a good reputation. So there are messages, I'm coming right back to trying to come through to you about a connection with the ring, about a connection, possibly the marriage here, and you might be with this King of Wands, that there is something corrupt, that they are seeking pleasure elsewhere in love, let's say it that way. They're being very, very sneaky with the fox here. And there's something here, someone seeking vengeance, and it may well be literally the wife. I don't know if you're the wife, Aries, but there is a wife here, or a mother, or a mother-in-law. There is a feminine figure who I don't think it's the Queen of Swords. She seems like the side piece, to be perfectly honest, is coming after him. Is coming after someone because there is something hidden about an ending, and they want vengeance. But the King of Wands is also doing some sort of detective work, but I don't think that's what it is. I think he's just falsifying information in terms of how he's presenting himself to other people to, you know, to bait people in. Right, enough. Future, crikey. The vessel, the body, the container, the cup, the stability, the strength. I'm actually getting this as someone's physical body with the Ten of Wands. This is an enormous burden. It's not, you know, it is the future, but you do have free choice. There is an enormous burden here. This is a weight to carry, and it might be that this information comes through. It's almost like you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to share it with. You need an outlet for it. You're keeping it all in your body, and it's obviously never healthy. It's going to manifest as a physical symptom, you know, back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, everything hurts. You're going to end up in chronic pain if you keep something in. We've got the mountain again, the ring and the birds. So there's blockages around this ring, this commitment. There's obstacles. Maybe even to contracts. There's conversations that needs to be had about that, but that can't even mean there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of gossip here. And as the vessel in the future, this might be something you're just trying to hold together, trying to keep everything together. But I put them all back, Aries, but you did have, because I asked where you're going with this, and you did get an Ace of Pentacles. You got a brand new beginning, but that brand new beginning, I'm going to do more cards here, was very much about rewriting, you know, from scratch. You got blueprints and radical expansion. But it comes with a heavy heart. I actually got, I mean, I've heard I love her too much, but actually I heard I love him too much, and it took me a minute to get the movie, and it was Pretty in Pink, when Ducky is so in love with his friend Andy, but he doesn't tell her because he couldn't bear the rejection. But that's what I heard. So even if, you know, you get the truth on this person and you know you need to move on from them, it's not something you're going to be able to do easy. Because I really did feel it right here. It was a hell of a weight. It was just, it was almost devastating. But you then got the Ace of Pentacles, but to get that is right there, something brand new. It meant like ripping it up and starting again. Yeah. So let me just see with a new deck. Show me the mountain, the ring, and the birds for Aries future. Miracle and instinct. Yeah, I mean, I did get the Ace of Pentacles. This is about, well, obviously following your instincts. Now, the wolf is happy to travel alone, and they're good in a pack as well. So there's a certain amount of versatility, but it's very much about following your instincts and integrity. The miracle comes in when you follow your integrity. It's almost like a bit of a reward. So there's something coming in here that is really good. And as I say, I did already get that, but it came with a, oh, you know, gratitude and growth. So there's something brand new here. I mean, I'm really hoping that, you know, as with a lot of tarot, that most of this has already occurred. And, you know, you're 80% away through the picture here, and there's something brand new coming in. Miracle. Follow your instincts. And you're going to be so grateful that you did, because there's something really beautiful here. I'm going to take some advice. Give me advice for Aries for June 2021. Something flipped over there, isn't it? Didn't flip for the shuffle, but it was flipped. Oh, I see it. Oh, so you got a wee Ace of Swords. So you get an Ace of Pentacles and you get an Ace of Swords. The truth. You can't handle the truth. But you're going to have to handle the truth, Aries. All be good in the long run. Yeah, my God, trust your instincts. Instinct and trust your instincts. You've got the crone, you're the freaking sage. You already know. Just don't want to know. Wait for important information. And that information is trying to come through to you. Gratitude. Maybe you need to be a bit of a detective. Peace. Peace, peace when there is no peace. The broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. But your instincts are absolutely vital, and they must not be questioned. No matter what is being said to you. There's a lot of lies here. There's a lot of misdirection. There's catfishing. There's switching and baiting. It's honestly a kerfuffle. You've got the instincts, you've got the animal instincts. The thing about the animal instincts now, obviously you have to pay attention to the animals you're seeing that you don't usually see. They're a signal in themselves. So obviously look up their spiritual meaning. It might give you some guidance as to what they're trying to relay to you. But the animal instinct card is about, yeah, following your gut. Because an animal doesn't think twice, you know. If someone is, you know, breaking into your home, your dog doesn't sit and go, I'll maybe just wait and see if he's a good guy or a bad guy. You know, he's going to launch at him. They follow their instincts. They trust their instincts. They don't listen to what people say. They just read their aura. And that's what you need to do. Follow your instincts. There is some sort of important information coming through here. And peace and, you know, not fighting is going to make you really grateful that possibly, maybe you're coming out the other side. I want to know what the important information is. show me the oracle. So you've already got the crone, who is the oracle. You've got the snake princess, who is the oracle. You've got messages coming from, you know, your ancestors, from the dead. I see dead people. You're going to burst out of an oak tree. Maybe you need to go and sit in an oak tree and have a wee chat. What is the oracle got to say to Aries? What does the oracle say to Aries, please? Oh crikey, they have the deck turned over there. Can't take that. What does the oracle say to Aries, please, Spirit? What does the oracle say to Aries? It's a miracle. The oracle says there's a thief. Something's been stolen. Something's going to be stolen. It can be your money, your time, your love, your faith in yourself. Messenger. Yeah, the messenger. The thief. One more. Constancy. Do you know, if some of you have been waiting on someone here, you know, they've just been giving you the absolute runaround. If you've been like, you know, Mrs. Constant, I come back to the Queen of Swords here was the nun. If you've been someone's side piece here and you don't even know it, or maybe you do know it, and you've been, you know, all very, you know, celibate, waiting, patient, constant, loving. The message is someone's just taking an absolute rip out you because they're a thief. They were going the other way and stealing stuff. But whatever it is, it almost is going to feel like you've dodged a bullet. Some of you have dodged a bullet with gratitude and peace. Maybe you have followed your instincts. Maybe that's why the Empress or the Queen of Swords is already in reverse. Have counted themselves out. But you have to follow your instincts. That is your advice. And be open to receiving these messages, even if they're not what you want to hear. Okay, Aries, that's your reading. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.